Welcome back to Great Day, and this time every week we visit with the one and only Rekha Basu. It's Rekha's voice from the Des Moines Register. But Rekha, before we dive into the topic of the week, we're going to go to the Great Day Facebook page, Jackie, and we're going to click on something that Jackie put up there earlier this morning. How Iowan are you via the Des Moines Register.com.
I always like fun quizzes.
Here we go. We're going to go through here. Rekha, I want you to just tell me which ones to click on here. I've had my life disrupted by which of the following weather events?
1 in 100-year flooding. I have definitely been disrupted by that. I was here in 94.
Okay, is that the only one out of those four?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Tornado, below. Here, you look on my screen here, too, if you want.
A low humidity day. A low humidity.
Yeah.
I mean, my life is never disrupted by them. I love low humidity days.
So just the ones in a year, 100-year flooding.
It's really good for the below zero. Of course, below zero cold.
Yeah, we all have to endure that.
Absolutely, we've all had that.
Tornado?
So those two things. I mean, not personally disrupted.
Okay.
You know, I felt
Next. Can you recite from memory the weather beacon jingle?
Weather beacon black, something bad weather is coming back. Weather beacon.
Maybe a no.
Maybe a no. Can you sing the University of Iowa
Weather
fight
beacon
song?
red, colder weather ahead.
No, it's wrong.
No.
University of Iowa fight song.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
No. Hy-Vee jingle.
Where there's a helpful smile.
Okay, you got that one.
In
Okay.
every aisle.
Okay, let's click on that one. And then a full verse from our state fair. Jackie, start her off.
Our state fair is a great state fair.
No.
That's all I know.
Don't even be like. No, I don't think she knows that one.
Any of those foods? You eaten any of those? No.
Have I eaten a bacon donut?
No.
Yeah, but I have eaten crab rangoon pizza. I have
right.
definitely.
What about Casey's Pizza?
Casey's Pizza, not so much.
Tenderloin.
Tenderloin, claiming to be the largest in Iowa. I have to confess, I have not done that.
We're not doing well here.
No, I know.
Oh dear.
Have you driven 2 hours to save money on airfare? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay.
I have.
Have you walked beans? No. Detasseled? No. Have you been to Casey's Court?
Why
No.
are you
Have you
making
worked at
these
Adventureland?
assumptions
No.
about me, okay? That I haven't walked beans and detailed. I have ridden on that thing. I do
Have you
every
attended the
year.
fair? Yes. Have you
Are
won
you kidding? Every year.
Have you won a blue ribbon?
I won a ribbon. It was
Okay.
second place for a
Close enough.
spontaneous.
Close enough.
Yes,
Close.
thank
Have you bought a drink for an East Sider on First Friday?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. That means you've shown an animal.
Have I shown an? Well,
A cat, a steer, nothing there?
I mean,
Okay.
I've looked at one,
All right.
several.
No, it doesn't count.
Sweet corn, it has to be eaten within 24 hours, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's only one way to correctly cook corn.
No. I would disagree with that.
And then all corn not eaten in this manner should be shucked, frozen, and hoarded like the sweet gold that it is, yes or no?
Yes.
That's a great answer for.
Okay.
Is that good? Good.
All right,
See,
and then-
I'm doing well.
And then
This one was hard.
which of
That
these
was
festivals
hard.
are real?
Which
Black
of the
Dirt Days, is that real?
Black Dirt Days in Conrad? I am not familiar with that.
Okay, well.
Is it true? Is it real?
I don't know.
Yes,
The
I'm
register
gonna say
doesn't
yes.
tell you.
I'm going to say yes.
Yes for all of them?
I'm going to wait.
River Barge Days.
Day, I'm going to say yes for that one too.
Okay.
I can't even read what the others are. Steeple Day in Lourdes. Isn't that in France, Lourdes?
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, that I would say no because that's
Madonna's,
Fish Days in Lansing, Chicken Days in
Lansing
West
is not.
Union.
Lansing is not in Iowa.
Okay, so let's leave those two.
Let's say Clock Week in Spillville. Sure, why not?
Okay.
And then Chicken Run Days in West. Shore, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, how'd I do?
A couple more. We'll finish this up later. Then
Oh,
we'll give you
gosh.
your answers
I'm
here.
afraid this is not.
Okay,
I don't think you're doing
it's a
very
little
well.
longer than we
Okay.
thought, but again, we have yours. We're going to leave finishes as we get done. We'll go back to it, okay?
I see,
But this is
okay.
available via the Great Day Facebook page, and
Is
it links you over.
is this going to be the public shaming of Rekha for not being?
Well, we've all been
No,
shamed.
we were all
Have you all been shamed? Oh,
The
good.
whole thing is
Good.
that whether you were
Okay.
born here, came here many years ago, been here for a while, everyone is like a startup Iowan, and we're all like, all right.
Excellent.
But anyway,
Excellent.
what's the topic
Good.
this morning?
The topic is an Iowa topic. The topic is how would you like to have a crude oil pipeline buried in your backyard or on your property?
Wouldn't bother me.
Why wouldn't it bother you? What if it were to rupture? And what if
Well, Lou would-
crude oil?
They come back and fix it.
Lou would siphon off of it, so.
Yeah, he'd use it for his racetrack.
I would
take
not be that
advantage of
upset.
it.
I would not be
You
that
wouldn't be upset.
No,
How
I
about
would
you,
not.
Jackie?
Well, why are we discussing this? I know
Because the back end oil.
at this particular time, because we've been talking about it for a while, Minnesota's trying to force it out of its state. Nebraska doesn't want it, so now it's coming into our state. A lot of
Yes.
people are up in arms about it. But why are you discussing it in your
I'm
article?
discussing it because I went to an event last week. It was a press conference by a group called the Bakken Pipeline Resistance.
Was Ed Fallon there?
No, he was arrested.
No, he was too busy sitting in at the governor's office. He couldn't make it because he was staging a one-man act of civil disobedience and getting arrested for it. But he is very much involved in the opposition to it.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
So
Very
this
passionate.
pipeline would run through some 340 miles of Iowa. I want to get these exact, and it would carry up to 570,000 barrels of crude oil a day. It would go from North Dakota down to Illinois, so it would run across a diagonal path across Iowa. And although it has yet to be approved by the Iowa Utilities Board, which is the agency that has final say on it, this is not a legislative issue. It's not for the legislator to vote yes or down on it. It's just the Iowa Public Utilities Board. They get to say. It hasn't yet been approved, but landowners in the path are already being approached and asked for the rights to their land and being offered sums of money. And there's some concern that these folks are being told it's a done deal, you have to surrender your land rights, and if you settle now, you'll get a better deal than later on. But there's a bit of mythology surrounding this pipeline, okay? It has been promoted either by its direct, sponsors and organizers, or by other people who are, spreading wrong word about it, that it would help lessen America's energy dependence on foreign oil. There is absolutely no proof that the oil that was refined after it goes through here would even stay in America. There's a very good chance that it would be refined and then exported out, because it's illegal to export crude oil, right, in its crude form.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't, if that's the case, it would not lessen the cost of gas at the pump, and it might do environmental damage. It would be buried 4 to 6 feet deep under people's property, and then there is no telling what would happen in the event of a spill, whether the company would be capable of cleaning up. So the big controversy here is whether the government should declare eminent domain rights, right? And you know what that is. It's where the government says there's a public purpose in our claiming rights to your land to, do something that's necessary for the public. And the opponents are saying, wait a minute, this is not a public purpose. This is contributing to private, profit making by one particular oil company. It's not going to do anything for Iowans.
And isn't it a Canadian oil company?
Back in oil, it's Texas.
Texas.
It's Texas. There's another Canadian one that's going on. But
okay,
and let me just tell you, if you look in the fine print of its annual report, there have been some pretty calamitous spills, okay? So it has said that, let me see. It was a defendant, one of its subsidiaries, one of the company's subsidiaries, was a defendant in 7 lawsuits, and that's Sunoco Logistics. It experienced a release on its refined products pipeline in Wellington, Ohio, was ordered to take corrective action. It had releases in Texas and Oklahoma, resulting in $1.4 million in fines. And it says to its shareholders, the company says, we cannot assure you that our current reserves are adequate to cover all future liabilities, even for currently known contamination. So that's a red flag right there. What if the oil, the pipeline ruptures and oil spills and makes its way to an aquifer and pollutes the water? We're already having problems with polluted water in Iowa. We certainly don't need that. And if the company doesn't even have, have the resources to clean it up, we're in big trouble.
My question regarding that, and I'm not in favor of this, I don't believe either, is this oil is going to get shipped one way or the other, right? It's either going to come through the pipe or it's going to go on rail cars. Which poses more risk? Here's
the other misinformation about this. This is not going to lessen the need for it to. It's just a little bit cheaper for the company, like $5 a barrel, to do it underground rather than on railway. It will continue to be shipped on railway as well. So this is not going to be one or the other. They could do it all on rail.
And we would not be able to utilize the oil that you're saying that we would not use the oil that would go.
Yeah, it's not running through. And there aren't even going to be long-term jobs associated with it in Iowa. There will be 12 to 15 permanent jobs. The rest, they're talking about.
If we're not using the oil, I change my answer. If it's for us to use and take advantage of, different story. If it's going elsewhere, no deal.
It's just using our land to run through. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And I think people don't understand that part of it. So people should really study up on this. There is a bill actually before the legislature, and it's Senate File 506, I believe, which would stipulate that eminent domain only be declared by the government in cases where 75% of landowners are voluntarily granting rights to their land, right? So that you would only have to declare eminent domain over the other 25%.
Right.
So let's see whether that works or not. Right right now, 59% of Iowans polled support this, but tends to be more rural people because I think they don't realize that they're not going to get much benefit, or maybe they're getting the the payments, and that's an incentive for them. And then men are more in favor of it than women.
Okay.
Interesting.
Something to check out in today's
It
register.
is.
There
It
it
is.
is.
And by the way, and the company says it will be $1.1 billion worth of economic impact in Iowa, but that is seriously doubted.
All right. Well, good. Well, just check out the register today for more information on this. Wonderful. Now you have to finish taking this quiz.
Oh
when
my
we get
gosh.
done.